Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Is everybody having a great Small Business Saturday? I'm Alexander Padro, Executive Director of Shaw Main Streets, and we're one of 6,000 neighborhood champions that are working all across the United States to promote shopping small, shopping local, and dining small. And we're so pleased that you're all here to join us in this celebration of the incredible boom in small business development that we've been experiencing here in Washington, D.C. In the past 15 years under the leadership of Mayor Bowser and her support of the D.C. Main Streets program. Shaw Main Streets has been in operation since 2003, and in that time we have supported the opening of almost 300 new businesses.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if all the businesses that are scheduled to open in the next month do open, we'll have reached 45 this year alone. Back in 2014, we realized that there was no way that we were going to be able to continue to do a ribbon cutting for every single business, because there just weren't enough hours in the day to be able to do that. So we started to consolidate them. We used to do them, once a month, then once a quarter. Now we do them twice a year. Wow. We've cut as many as 18 ribbons in a single morning, and we're going to be cutting 17 today. So we have a number. Yes, absolutely. So we're so blessed to have such a wonderful representation of our leadership, both nationally and locally here this morning. But this is the 7th Small Business Saturday. We want to thank American Express for their leadership in having come up with the concept of Small Business Saturday. It really is an opportunity for people to really appreciate that spending dollars locally has an immediate and direct impact on the local economy. It's said that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a community and it takes a country to support small businesses. So we're very grateful for all the partners involved with Small Business Saturday, and we're very eager to continue to convince all of our neighbors and friends across the country of the importance of shopping small. Without further ado, I'd like to invite forward our first speaker, the Mayor of the District of Columbia, Muriel Bowser. She has been a leader in our city for decades. She has been a supporter of small businesses since her days as an advisory neighborhood commissioner. And we're very grateful for her coming out once again to Shaw to help us celebrate the remarkable revitalization that we have here. Mayor Bowser.
Thank you, Alex. Well, good morning, everybody. Isn't it a great Small Business Saturday in Washington, D.C.? I'm really glad to be here in Shaw, and I won't take up a lot of time talking because everybody wants to get out and go shopping. And many of us can remember when there was a time where it was really hard to buy clothes or home goods or furniture or flowers and gifts and do it right in your own neighborhood. But because of courageous business owners and entrepreneurs, that's all changing. So we should give a hand to the courageous business owners that are populating streets all across Washington, D.C. And we don't have to really talk long about what's happening to the food scene in Washington, D.C., because it has exploded because of wonderful people like Chef Kwame and the wonderful proprietors of the Shaw Bijou, which we're about to see. So give them a big round of applause. Tell everybody what's happening here in Shaw. Let's congratulate the Shaw Main Street that has done incredible work, all of the board members and staff of the Shaw Main Street. And Alex, your leadership has been tremendous, nationally recognized, locally admired, and we want to do all we can to get behind you. To the members of the council who are here, Chairman Mendelson, and all of the members, thank you for your support of local business, Main Streets, great streets. What else am I missing? Small business loans, all of that good stuff. Anna Harvey is our local champion at DC's Department of Small and Local Businesses. Thank you for your leadership, Anna. And certainly the Administrator Contreras suite for President Obama, I don't really know what to say. We couldn't have asked for a better partner. We thank you for your support and everything that you've put in place that is going to make it impossible to go backwards on small business support. Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Administrator. Ladies and gentlemen, may I?
Sure.
May I introduce our Administrator for Small and Local Businesses, Administrator Contreras Sweet.
Thank you. It has been my great joy to represent President Obama over the last few years as a member of his cabinet and as his voice for small businesses across the country and around the world. And today we honor our main streets. You know, small businesses are creating 2/3 of our job economic comeback story. And so it's so important that as we lift America, that we remember who is actually driving this job creation. And so I am so proud to see the steadfast commitment that small businesses have made. And it's because Americans know that the very essence of Americana is the free enterprise system. To have a dream and to be able to complete that dream, that's the way of life that we experience here in America. To be able to start your own business. If you can't get a job, you can start your own. And so with SBA, we're so proud that we're able to have consulting, free advisory services, mentoring programs. The second service that we have is access to capital. People need fuel to be able to get their businesses going. And the third, they need access to markets. And so SBA has been a hallmark of America in terms of making certain that small businesses access markets. And so that's what today represents. It represents a community coming together, convening to make sure that we go into small businesses and honor them by shopping. So on this Small Business Saturday, we urge everybody to get out. You've already done the Black Friday thing. You already got the big sales. Now go in and establish a sense of community, a sense of destination. It is the small that give us the sponsorships to the local Little League games. It's the small that give your children, your brothers and sisters and your mothers and fathers their very first job. It's the small that give us the training that we need to be able to grow and create a sense of commitment to our country. It's the small that provide veterans a way to transition out of their uniform and into everyday life. It's the small that give that person who's been incarcerated an opportunity to re-enter society. It is the small that gives that young millennial an opportunity to fulfill their passion and invent and to become the next gazelle or unicorn and scale and change the world. It is the small that gives the woman an opportunity and the man who is got the parental commitment at home, the flexibility to have a small business out of their garage or their kitchen. Indeed, it is the small that creates, again, the very essence of what America represents. But we don't do it alone at the U.S. Small Business Administration. It is because we have mayors across the country who have committed to what we call Startup in a Day. We're challenging mayors across the country at SBA to lean forward, understanding the role that small businesses play, and to create technological solutions that allow small businesses to get going in a day. It is partners like American Express, corporations that understand that in today's times, they need nimbleness. And in order to get nimbleness, they turn to small businesses for innovation that they don't normally grow organically. We are also very grateful to all the NGOs, the nonprofits across the country that work with SBA, like WIP, the Women Investing in Public Policy. Thank you for being here today, because across the country, they have put up events that help more women get contracting opportunities with the federal government. And so there are so many partners, as the mayor aptly pointed out, but at the end of the day, what we really want to say is to each of you out there, remember how great our country is, and please remember that it's the small that's making it great. People don't go to a community because they want to shop at a big department store they already have in their own town. They go to a community because they want to try the local restaurant, the local boutique, the local hairdresser, the esthetician. It's the local businesses that drive the essence of what our communities are. And so we're so grateful to your business for creating this very unique flair in our community. And remember, when you shop small, more money stays at home. Small businesses don't park their money in Switzerland. They keep it here in the local communities. So please get out, and whether you're wanting to, if you don't want to brave the wind today that we're experiencing on the East Coast, then you know what you can do is just go to your online solution and be able to shop online. So whatever your preference is, online or in the presence, please shop small. And this year we're promoting Dine Small. So when you take your break, go out and try a great restaurant. Thank you, Americans. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Administrator. It's great to have the White House's support. I know that from day one, President Obama has been issuing letters of support and congratulations to all of the small businesses across America as they celebrate Small Business Saturday. And so grateful for your giving a shout out to Dining Small. Shaw has been recognized as the epicenter of dining in Washington, D.C. Recently, the Washington Post's food critic was asked, where a particular a writer should go to explore, dining in Washington, D.C., and he said, you only need to know 4 letters, S-H-A-W. Now I'd like to bring forward the chairman of the Council of the District of Columbia, and also a one-time advisory neighborhood commissioner, Phil Mendelson, leads the legislative branch of our city, and has been a great supporter of small businesses and of the DC Main Streets program. So please come forward.
Thank you, Alex. Good morning to everybody. I never thought of Shaw as being a 4-letter word, but it's a good 4-letter word. I want to thank the SBA administrator for being here, and also Mayor Bowser and your support, as you already articulated, your support for businesses. And I also want to acknowledge my colleagues from the council who are here. Charles Allen, Ward 6, I believe we are in his ward. And at-large council members Anita Bonds and Alyssa Silverman, thank you for being here. And there are a number of businesses that each of us are going to be trying to visit today to celebrate small businesses. I want to note, we often talk about diversity. We think of diversity in terms of racial or economic terms, but it's also business. And we celebrate diversity in the city, and we want to celebrate the diverseness of the businesses we have, and that's exactly what we're able to do by celebrating small businesses. I also want to thank the DSLBD director, Anna Harvey, for your direct support to the businesses, and I guess organizing a lot of this celebration in Washington. It's a great day, and it's a lot of great businesses. Thank you.
And thank you for mentioning the fact that we are one of 12 DC Main Street programs here in Washington, D.C., and we're very grateful for the continued support of the council for the program over the years. As was mentioned, we're in wonderful Ward 6, and Ward 6 is represented by Charles Allen, who also chairs the D.C. Council's committee that has oversight over small businesses. Councilmember Allen.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's cold, so we'll try. The comments will start to get briefer and briefer and briefer as we go. First off, thank you, Alex. Congratulations. Alex does not do ribbon cuttings, as he mentioned, in kind of 1 or 2s. Now it's in 15s and 20s and 25. So congratulations, Shaw Main Street, which just recently also won the nation's America Great Street Award. So let's give them a big round of applause. I do get the opportunity to chair our subcommittee on local business development, which means I get to work with our main streets and a lot of our local businesses, helping support our Made in DC and so many of just the amazing things that are happening in our city right now, and really growing our local economy and our businesses, and to have great partners in the mayor, as well as on the council with Councilor Silverman, Anita Bonds, and Phil Mendelson. It's great to really see so many people pushing so hard to make this happen. I will say, you heard the administrator talk about shopping local, and why do we make this big deal out of shop local? I'll tell you, I don't think I spent a penny yesterday. I want to save it all up, because shopping local, shopping DC is what makes a difference. You think about this place right here, all right? Kwame and Greg not only have their business here, they live here. When you shop locally, your dollar stays in your community. They're a part of our community. They're a part of our neighborhood. So the profits and the money that they make comes right back into the community. Where they hire, they look locally to hire. They want to get people that are within a walking distance and close to here to be able to come in and work and be those employees. So shopping local and supporting your local businesses means money back into your community, means money back into your neighborhood, and it makes a big difference in building the type of community and neighborhood that we're all working so hard for. So thank you all for coming out. I know we're going to head on a bus soon, but congratulations to everybody and happy Small Business Saturday.
We also have Alyssa Silverman, another of the at-large members of the council, who's also on the committee that oversees small business development, and she's back with us for the second Small Business Saturday in a row.
All right. Woo. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Alyssa Silverman. I'm one of the at-large members, and it's a thrill for me to be here. Thank you, Alex. Thank you all. I think we have some other Shaw Main Street's board members. Is that right? So thank you very much. And thank you, Mayor Bowser, and to my colleagues, and to the SBA Administrator, Contreras Sweet. I would just say I have an idea. I know President Obama every year goes with his girls to a local bookstore, and it would be great to give us a heads up so we can give them some books on how to live in D.C., like the real D.C. I have a copy of Dream City waiting for him. So if we could do that, that would be fantastic. But I echo all the comments of my colleagues. Let me just say that I'll add in that I think small businesses give neighborhoods identity. Right? They give identity. I'm wearing my Union Kitchen sweatshirt, which is a food incubator that has spawned so many businesses in our city. They have a little store right near me at 3rd and G Street Northeast. It's become a place where people gather. They're gathering spots where people can meet their neighbors and get to know their business owners. So congratulations to Greg and Chef Kwame, because I'm sure this will be a great neighborhood gathering spot. And I'm going to keep it short so that we can get on and start shopping at our small businesses today. So thank you all so much.
And we also have Councilmember Anita Bonds, who is also at large and lives Shaw adjacent, and has been a longtime supporter of business development in Shaw, East Shaw.
Yes, well, good morning, and I know we're all freezing, so I just want to say that it's a real honor to be here for this particular so-called unveiling. Shaw, I remember from 10 years, 20, maybe even 30 years ago, and it's so changed. And we as a city are so blessed to have so many people interested in what happens in our neighborhoods. And so I applaud the Main Streets program. Of course, I'm one of those persons who had the honor of starting a Main Street down on North Capitol. I'm one of those signatures. So many moons ago. And so I know the value of it. And I've just been an admirer of Alex for years, and the way in which he does business. Somehow he has influenced hundreds of people to come to this community, and by the way, I'm over in East Shaw, but this community, and really make it their home. And it's just been tremendous. So I applaud you, and many thanks to the leader of our government, the mayor, and of course to my colleagues on the council, the chairman. We all are very interested in seeing our businesses grow, and we do understand the value that small businesses have to community. We've said it many times, and we'll continue to say it. And so I say, if you live here and you shop here, you own a business here, you are the best.
All right.
Thank you, Councilmember. Our Main Street program would not be the success that it is today without the dynamic leadership of the Director of the Department of Small and Local Business Development, Anna Harvey, who actually came to us from SBA. But it's been my pleasure to be working with Anna Harvey for a number of years, and we're so glad that she has had the vision to support initiatives like the Arnold Knight Festival, which continues as a result of her personal involvement. And whenever we have a ribbon cutting, she's there to help wield the 3-foot-long golden scissors. Please give a round of applause to our Director of Small Business, Anna Harvey.
Thank you. Good morning. It's such an honor being here. This is my day. And small business, of course, is not just, much has been said already, but I just want to tell you that this is not the only Saturday in the year. Every Saturday, I expect a crowd. I expect cameras to follow me in front of here. Because this is, of course, we're celebrating and supporting our small businesses, and thank you so much for Main Street and for everybody has put the trust and money and energy in opening a business in the district, and we won't let you down. My office, with the support of Mayor Bowser and the council, is here to serve you. And again, this is not the only Saturday in the year. This is not the only day that you can support small businesses. So thank you so very much. It is getting cold, so.
All right.
And we're very fortunate also to have a former council member, Vincent Orange, is now the president and CEO of the DC Chamber of Commerce, but he formerly was the chair of the council's Committee on Economic Development. So welcome back to another ribbon cutting here in Shaw, Vincent Orange.
Thank you very much, Alex. Good morning to everyone. And it's another beautiful day in the nation's capital, and I'm pleased to be here as the president and CEO of the DC Chamber of Commerce. We certainly are glad that you're all here and that the dollar continues to circulate in the nation's capital. Pleased to be here with Mayor Bowser and Anna Harvey, who I've had an opportunity to work extremely close with. And I believe we just finished spending about $635 million in this last fiscal year with our small businesses. And we're waiting on that big number to be announced this year. And so it's just really a great day in the nation's capital, and it's all been said, so I don't have to keep it going, but I will just say this. Show love, shop small here in the nation's capital. Give a shout out to the clean teams, because the clean teams, they keep everything going, and you keep spending those dollars in the city so we can keep providing them the minimum wage and the living wage, and at the end of the day, we'll be one big happy family with all these goods and services taking place here in the nation's capital. Thanks again, Alex.
Before I bring forward Kwame and Greg for the ribbon cutting, I want to acknowledge the fact that Main Street organizations are primarily driven by volunteers. Folks do realize that there is the support that comes from the Department of Small and Local Business Development, but also our partners in the private sector provide much of the financial support that makes it possible for us to do what we do in promoting small businesses. So I do want to acknowledge Gretchen Wharton, the chair of the Shaw Main Street's Board of Directors, who's here with us this morning. So, but it's all about the businesses. And we're so pleased to be able to celebrate this morning at the newest Shaw business, which just opened on the 1st of November. The Shaw Bijou is the brainchild of Kwame Onwuchi, who many of you saw on Top Chef last season. We're so glad that he has brought his talents to Shaw, and that he and Greg Vakiner, the general manager and co-owner, actually live 2 blocks away from here. So, not only do they own a restaurant that has the neighborhood's name in it, but they also live in the neighborhood. So, with great pleasure, I'd like to bring forward Kwame Onwuchi and Greg Vakiner.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good? Awesome. It's such a pleasure to have you all here. Every day I wake up and I walk to this restaurant and I walk past the name that has the neighborhood's name in it and my mother's name, which is Jewel. I feel like I'm still sleeping. I feel like I'm living a dream. But you don't get to that point without having some nightmares, right? Like there are some bad that comes with the good, but that's what makes the good that much more beautiful. And Alex has been a huge supporter since day one. I remember being in his office and like seeing those golden scissors in the corner, and I'm like, are we gonna be able to cut a ribbon in front of here? I've always wanted to hold giant scissors, and he was like, we'll make it happen. So it's still like I'm living a dream since I moved to Washington, D.C. Everyone has been so supportive, from the local chefs to, you know, Alex and Mayor has helped us open this place up. So thank you to everyone. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for supporting small businesses. Appreciate it.